She was born in 1926 in Poland, and she was 12 years old when the German soldiers first came in there, and because she was strong enough, she was sent to a labor camp. She was there till Allied forces liberated the camp in May of 1945, and remarkably, all 7 members of her family, her parents, 3 brothers, a sister, and her survived. She and her husband have written a book called Kiss Every Step about her experience, and she has some available here for you if you'd like to buy one, just $10 afterwards. And they also began the Martin Springer Institute in Arizona in 2000 with a mission of applying the lessons of the Holocaust to today's concerns and conflicts. We're really grateful for her being here and excited and appreciate her sharing her story with us, so thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm here to tell the story, that's a true story, about my life. My life was a miracle from God. Why a miracle from God is that God let me have my whole family back alive, which no family, 6 million people died by Hitler, innocent people, babies, children, people what they didn't like it, older people, young people. You have to have a miracle to survive. And this is a true story, what I'm going to tell you about the survival from one family. We were separated. The story is unbelievable about the Nazis, what they did with our life. You can imagine that, no, I am Jewish. Because I am Jewish, I'm supposed to die, just like that. That's what Hitler did, the Nazi did, because of our race. We're not supposed to live in this world at all. You cannot imagine how it was and survived by the Nazis. It was when I was born in Poland. I was only 14 miles by Auschwitz. I was born there. I'm talking about my town. My town was 36,000 people in my town. 120 people survived. Can you imagine, from 36,000 people, 150 survived. This is including my whole family. So look at this was going on in every town, in every city, in every village, taking out the people only because we are Jewish people. Babies, infants, children, everything has to be dead. I have here my picture. When I came to Auschwitz. This is another miracle from God. This is my picture. We couldn't make any pictures. Only the Nazis said to take pictures. My husband looked in the internet, and he found a picture. the internet. And he brought me back the picture. He said, this is the picture when people going to Auschwitz to be killed. You see, babies, children, the all of the time. I was here, and here in the corner. I remember when I went down from the freight train, what they took the people, they throw them in like worse than animals in this train, and they took them to Auschwitz, and this was Auschwitz. I remember when I came down from the train, all by myself. Didn't have my family. It's a big, big story there. So this is the picture for me when I was in Auschwitz. It is very hard to say, but we have to talk. We have to talk. It should never, never, never happen. Kill innocent people because of the race. It should be, but by us, many years ago, the world sits still. In meantime, the trains was going 7, every train, 7 days, loading up the children, babies, infants to the train again. This was going on all over Europe, where the Nazis took over the countries. The first they came to a country, they looked around for Jewish people. It was the war. But the Jewish people was the first thing what they wanted to clean them up. When I was at home, they took me out. I was going to 12 years old. They took me away from the school. They took everything away from us. They took away the families. They took away the businesses. We couldn't go on the street. They had made ghettos. Ghettos was from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. We couldn't go out. If we're going out from the ghetto, they kill us, just like that. Without mercy, there's no human being can do like this. I didn't do anything to the Nazis. I didn't even know what means a war, because I was too young. But the Nazis took away my whole family. How they took away was unbelievable. People cannot believe what they did with our life. We have to hide. My brother, I had 7 people in my family. My brother say, and I was only 12 years old. My brother took, and he had make, we didn't have houses in apartments, hiding places. So my brother had make double in the attic, double walls. And my whole family had to go in the walls, double walls, in case if the Nazis are coming and looking for us. It came a time what they say, no more Jewish people can live, because they had us in the ghettos. They couldn't escape. We were wearing the Star of David in the front and in the back. Under 13 years old, people, children, they didn't wear it because they have to die. Over 14, going to 14 years old, we had to wear a Star of David to recognize that we are Jewish people. They had different laws, only worse and worse and worse was, and the world sat still. They didn't say nothing. The whole world, they didn't say nothing, even the United States. They could save a few people. They didn't. So it came one time, what say, we was already surrounded, couldn't go out. Came one time, and they said, every Jewish person has to have identification. We have to go to a big stadium. The whole town, it was going every time. Big stadium, they're going to give us identification. And if we're not going to go for identifications, they're going to come in the houses. And they're going to, whom they're going to find in the house, doesn't matter, a child, something, they shoot them. They mean it too. People, they start to be scared, and we went to the big stadium. In the big stadium was a different story. They surround us with German Shepherd, with the rifles. We only can go in and not go out. People would bring the children, the babies in the stadium. And the stadium was a different story. Was sitting one Nazi by a table, and he was like God, not God, he had the power. Who should live and who should die? Children under 13 years old has to die. Old people, young people, handicapped people, they all have to go. Very few people what can live. It was a miracle from God, and that's a true story. We had a family of 7 people. This Nazi stays, and he said by the table, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, separating the families. When they separate the families, one goes to Auschwitz, the others want to be killed. The other one goes to concentration camp, and one goes lucky to go home. Can you imagine to take away from a mother the children? It was a living hell. It was screaming. Nobody hears. When it came to my family, because we have a big family, 7 people, it was a miracle from God. That's the first miracle what we had. They didn't separate us. Before us was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. my family, they said we should go home. Then after was going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, separated. So you tell me what kind of miracle my family had. When we came back home, my mother said to my neighbor says, it's gone. My mother said to us, we should sit down because we lived on the second floor. We should sit down and kiss every step because we had a miracle from God. I don't know. We sat down for this, I put on in the book, kiss every step. This doesn't mean just to kiss. That was a miracle for God to take thousands and thousands of people away from parents. That was when we went back home, but that was not enough. So that was separation from parents. They took out thousands and thousands of people to the gas chambers. That was not enough. We came home, a few people, they still start to do it. They want to kill everybody. They find out that I am, and I was there. They didn't kill me. They had a list that I was 14 years old and I was alive. They came to our place where I lived. My brother had made for me a hiding place in case if they're going to come for age. He had made a hiding place in the oven. We used to have an oven wood. We put some coals and wood to keep warm the house in the winter. He cleaned up there, and he had made for me a hiding place. That was only a few people what we survived. They came, the Nazis they came. They was looking around for me to take me to concentration camp. Can you imagine that? I was hiding in the oven. They looked around. They couldn't find me. And they said to my mother, she better be here when we come back next time. They came back next time because they was, before they went in the houses, they were screaming, verfluchte Jude, just that Jew. They came in the second time, and they couldn't find me, and they took my mother instead of me. They took her to an orphanage place. The orphanage children, they wasn't there anymore. They took her there in this orphanage place. Then my father found out it's gonna come a train from someplace from Europe. You see, we lived not too far from Auschwitz. We have this station, train station, they stopped there. And they started to take, if I heard that, I took out of the suitcase and I went and I surrendered to them to let out my mother not to take her to Auschwitz. They took her, but when I went there, they let her out, but they beat her very badly, but they let her go, and I went in. When I went in, it came the train next day. So I went in I saved my mother, and I went to Auschwitz. this is the picture. This is the picture when I went to Auschwitz. This is the picture when they took me to Auschwitz. I remember I went to this train and my husband, because we couldn't make any pictures, the Nazis they took pictures. My husband found a picture in the internet. He brought me home and he said, this is people which are going to the gas chamber. And I looked and I said, oh, I remember I stayed there, the corner. I remember when I went down to Auschwitz from the train. He brought me back the picture. It was a miracle because when I wrote the book, I didn't have the picture yet. After this, my husband brought the picture to me back. So I'm using the picture to show where I was. If not, I would put the picture in my book, but it was too late. So what can I tell you? It was unbelievable to go through by Hitler, by the Nazis. Then, from when I came to Auschwitz, they select the people who should live and who should die. They took children, babies, infants away from mothers. It was life hell. That was really hell. They took away the children from mothers, screaming. Me, a few girls, what we could work, they put us in the corner. As they went to Auschwitz to be kept vegetables. When I was there, came a truck to pick up the few girls, to send us, to take us where Schindler. You heard about Schindler? Schindler, to his factory. And I was there in his factory. They cut my hair. They took away everything. I didn't even have not a fork. I just have a spoon. What I was wearing, everything was taken away from me. Cut my hair. And they took me to his factory where it was poison. Poison was because the Nazis, they was wearing the mask. They didn't give me any mask. They only give me one slice of bread to live on. Slice of bread, and I had to slice of bread, I have to make it in the morning and in the evening. Skeletons. We was already skeleton, but we couldn't be sick. If we are sick, we cannot work. We're going to sessions. Unbelievable to work and hope. Maybe someday it's gonna be the end of the war. We was hoping, praying, hoping. We couldn't pray because we didn't have any Bibles. In our head we was praying, God, let it make an end of the world. We don't need any wars. We don't been hoping to go home. Maybe we're gonna find somebody there. And I was there in concentration camp. To say a concentration camp is not the camps. They could go out, they can go in. We was marching with the Nazis and the rifles. In case if we running away, they kill us. So we was marching with them. In Europe, sometimes it's very, very cold. I had shoes on, but I had to take off the shoes because it was very slippery, and I had to run barefoot on the snow, and I didn't make it. It was the end of the war came. It was unbelievable. They opened the doors for concentration camp. They said, now you are free. You can go, maybe a family, maybe they survived. I don't know, when they opened the door to be free, I was dancing and singing and crying and I did everything, whatever I could. Then I told myself, Doris, where are you going? Everything is closed. You go back to concentration camp. And when we go back to concentration camp, the Red Cross came to give us something to eat. But we all got sick because we didn't digest anymore, anything, any food anymore. After this, finally, we said, well, that was the time to go back home to see. I don't know how I went back home because we didn't have transportation. I did go home. When I came home, everything was gone. Nobody lives. It was empty. Slowly, and my place was already Poles, Polish people in our places. I stayed from outside. I couldn't go in because it wasn't safe. The Poles, they thought, now we're going to go back, take away them where they live. So they killed a few people, they started to be scared. So I didn't go, but I went there and I looked at the house. I didn't go in. And then I don't know, I can't remember where I was overnight, staying. I must be on the street. But slowly, I signed up. My brother came back. He signed out and look, I say, I don't have any place to stay. I'm going to go back to concentration camp. He's over there, I get something, place. I went back. I signed out. That I'm going back to concentration camp. My brother came back. He saw where I am. He started to go back. Then my another brother came back. My father came back. My mother came back with my sister and my brother. So we got back together, my whole family back together. It's a huge, huge story to tell, how people could survive. My family, they was hiding. They was changing the family. It's a big story to talk about. How they survived. Because we all was separated. And it was the end of the war. We all came back together alive. That's it. Who wants to ask me questions?
Where did some of your other family members go when you were at Auschwitz?
They were separated, go different places.
Did they go to some of the other concentration camps, or were they?
There was not in concentration, it was hiding. They changed their religion. They start to be, we used to have, in Poland, we used to have a store, a shoe shop. We couldn't have any more like the shoe shop. They went and they took the Germans to take over. This German was a good German because he saved, he saved my family's life. He gives them Polish papers. And he started to go for them.
So you spent a period of time in Auschwitz, and you were starving a good part of that time.
Yeah.
Probably doing hard labor.
No, I was there. I was not too far, no, too long there.
Okay.
I was just one Auschwitz and then me to Schindler.
Okay, so you spent part of your time in Schindler's factory.
Yes.
Okay. So, not knowing what was happening to your family, I'm just wondering what factors helped you mentally and emotionally to keep going?
Hope. Hope that maybe someday I will find, it's going to be the end of the war, maybe I will find my family. There's hope that maybe I will find, and that's what happened. It gives me hope. Words one says.
When you were at Schindler's factory, what did they have you do in the factory?
They have me do ammunition factory. They have me ammunition factory. But they had make powder. My face was green from the powder. Green powder. The powder it was very dangerous. The Nazis, they was wearing the mask. They didn't give me any mask for poison. Not only that, we had to weigh the powder. They have a scale, what's it called in English?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be exactly. If not, it's going to blow up. The whole thing going to blow. I was there, and we couldn't touch the scale. That was against the law to touch the scale. And Nazi was clean up the scale. This Nazi said, we said, the powder, it doesn't work. He said, don't worry about it. Just do it. This was a Nazi. All of a sudden, it blew up. And they said that we're doing the sabotage. Just the sabotage, the word sabotage, you have to die. So they said to us, it was an hour where I was in this factory, I mean not factory, this place, let's say, that had different places. They said, okay, you did sabotage. You cannot say nothing to the Nazis that I didn't do it, because they killed you. You have to go. They said, we're going to show you when you're going to come back to the camp, because we had to walk from the camp to the work. We're going to show you you're going to be punished. they took out when we was walking back. I remember that. The woman, what she was Jewish woman. She was ahead of us, you know, at Acapone. She came over to me and she said, Doris, like, she had to Doris. Doris, she said, don't worry, they want to kill you because you was born in Christmas Eve. They won't kill you right away. They won't kill you. And we came back to the concentration camp. The Nazis, they stayed there. They took out the people which they was resting for them to go to work next hours or something. They took them out. And they had me and other girls. They said, you're going to be punished because you're doing sabotage. I said, and I prayed with God not to punish me, not to kill me or hang me. I wish it was again. I got beat. They said to me, take off, tuck clothes. And the woman, she stayed there and bent herself down. She started with me 6 times with a club. The Nazi said, you know what? You don't beat her strong enough. We're going to show you how to beat. So this woman got the message. They're going to show her that they're going to beat her so she can beat us the same way. She started to beat us very hard. I got 36 lashes with a club. The blood was raining. Throw me on the floor. But I had to came the girls would say I was me, pick me up to drive me back to work. That's very cool. And I didn't do anything. I didn't do sabotage. I didn't even know what means sabotage. That was under the Nazis. What did we talk about? I'm still going to remember. You see, my mind is now, I am now in the 90s. Mine doesn't work. But this one I'm never going to forget. The past when I was only 14 years old.
When you were in the concentration camp,
Yeah.
and your family was in hiding?
I was in concentration camp. My family was hiding. They were separate.
So how did you get back together?
After the war, we all came back together alive. Separately, but we all came back together.
Did you come back to a certain place?
Yes, we went back to certain. This is another story where we came back to the stuff. You got to read my book. Because that's a true story. How my family came back together. Miracles.
I'm wondering, before the war, what were the relations like between the Jewish community in your village and the non-Jewish community? Did you live, was the village integrated with Jewish people and not Jewish people?
Yeah.
And how did people get along? Was there a perceived big difference before the Nazis came?
Well, we're talking about people. We're talking about now people too. The hate for the people. we have the same hate. Some people hating the Jews. I don't know why, because we are the same people like everybody else. God put us in to have to live with each other. But this is up to people. God didn't say kill. If God wants it, he can do it himself. You know, if God wants it, he can do, he has, we all can be gone. The whole world can be gone. But God had put us in, we should get along with each other. It's not that you are Christian, I am Jewish or something. Because I'm Jewish, I'm not supposed to live. God didn't say that. Just our people. They're still doing it here in this time. Hating each other. I cannot say.
How did your family survive after the war? How did you get back on your feet?
After the war, slowly, we came back. I have my brother, my oldest brother. He saw what's going on with the Nazis. He wants to save life. He got, I don't know, remember what he got. No, he didn't get one. He wanted to escape. He wanted to escape to Russia. The Nazis, they caught him. And they say to him, you are a spy, a Russian spy. And they beat him. What is your name? They said. They said, my name is Winner. They beat him because of the name. Finally, he stopped saying his name. He went there, he stopped saying his name. They throw him in between Poland and Russia, the river. And they shoot over his head, the Nazis. Finally, he had been to Russia. Russia said, found him. They said, you are a spy for Germany. Crazy world. They took him back and they sent him to Siberia. And from Siberia, he came back alive too. So we the whole family came back.
How did you talk to your children about your experiences in the war?
I tell you something. This is very painful for the mothers to talk to their children, especially many years ago. I have a sister. She was screaming. She couldn't talk. I am a very strong woman. She sent the history to her children, to me, that I should tell the story. But we have to tell the story. Some people cannot say to children the story because it's too painful. And I am different. When I was in concentration camp, I told myself, if God gonna live, I was dreaming, if God gonna give me back my whole family, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna tell the world how cool the world can be. I'm doing this not only here, I'm doing it. I go into school and I give out the message to children because the history should not be forgotten. Especially when we get old now. I was the youngest one in concentration camp. What's my age? Now, we are going now, the youngest one, the youngest is now over 90 years old. We're going away, but the history has to be with us, not to see a different world. The United States is the best country, and I don't care what they say. The best country in the world. I travel after the war. I travel. I've been almost in 50 countries. Now there are 50 countries. I saw people, what another people, what they're doing with the children. The United States is the best country in the world. And you don't forget that. Even so they're going to say United States is not good. Let them go where I was. Let them go where I was. Teenagers, they have to work. They don't go to schools. Children, they don't go to beg for a piece of bread. I've been to this kind of countries too. I can write another book about it. Who else wants it?
Were you ever mad at God for putting you inside a situation like that?
Say it again.
Were you ever mad at God for putting you inside a situation like that?
No, I cannot be mad at God. The situation, how can I let God show me the miracles? Not the people, they didn't have the miracles. They only went to the gas chamber. How can I be mad at them? No, I'm just mad of the people because they bad people. They think that they want to live, but they don't care about another people or they want how they live. The people, God didn't send people in. The people has to take care of themselves. So what we're doing, we have good people and we have bad people. God didn't say to Hitler, kill the people, to the Nazis, because he did. We have to take care of the world, not to allow. Everybody has a right to live in this world in peace. We have a right to live in this world in peace, not in hate. We can live in peace. We can live it. It's up to the individual. It's to respect each other and let the world go have a better life to live. Not to say to the people that the United States is a bad country. They're going to make a better, because people should appreciate the United States because they have the freedom.
I was going to ask, where do you fall in your family? Like, are you the second, third, or?
What? No. My family is Jewish.
Oh, I was wondering, like, if you're the oldest, the youngest, or where you are in your family.
I have a younger sister, which I am next to her.
Okay, so second oldest.
Youngest,
sorry.
What happened to your younger sister?
She's still alive. She's going to be now close to 90. She's about 80. I don't know how old I am.
So did she go in, your younger sister go into hiding with your family? Your younger sister, because if you were younger then you would have been killed, so they hid her?
That's right. She was going with my family. If not,
It was your mom and your dad, because they all split up, right?
yeah, my mother, my youngest brother took. My youngest brother did look Jewish. He didn't have dark hair. He didn't have dark eyes. He looked a little bit, not Jewish.
Aryan.
Jewish people has to have, I don't know why, because that's what people having dark hair and dark eyes, wrong nose. That's what people, that's, the history tells you, you have to be blonde hair, blue eyes. You have blue eyes. But my brother took my mother and my sister because she was too young to be by herself. She couldn't live by
They would have
herself.
killed her.
Yes, it's a big story.
So, my mother and father grew up in Germany, and where?
Yeah.
That's a good question. They're both deceased, and I don't know exactly where. I should look that up some more. But my mother, my father was born in 32 and my mother in 35. They're both deceased now, so I can't ask them questions anymore. But my mother was in a work camp for a little while. She wasn't Jewish, but she was in a work camp. And you mentioned there were different kinds of camps. Was there?
Yeah.
Were you aware of work camps where they could come and go?
Yeah.
And why would somebody who wasn't Jewish have to go to a work camp?
The work camp, the Jewish people, they have a separate camp.
Okay.
Only Jewish people.
Yeah.
Because they have surrounded with electric wires, and the Nazis was the rifle.
Yeah.
The other camps, they could go out and in, they can be by themselves, but they know that they have to be in the camp.
Why would they even require non-Jewish people to be part of a work camp, though?
And it is lots of places where these people want to be. Maybe they was very poor people.
Yeah, they were poor.
Yeah, very poor people. They didn't have a job. And they kept them separate. They could be free.
Okay.
And I don't know, I still don't know, or they pay them or something.
My mother was pretty hungry, and she was really fast weeder.
Yeah.
And the one story I heard was that sometimes she'd pull the carrot and eat the carrot and put it back in the ground so it looked like it was still growing, but it would wilt the next day, you know.
Yeah, that's a shame. At least they was free.
Yeah. Yeah.
You asked me a question.
Yes. At least they were free.
This is the Germans, Czechoslovakia people, which they wasn't Jewish. All over Europe, Ukraine, there was separate camps.
Yes.
But they was, at least, they didn't have, they can go out when they want to, come in when they want to.
Yes. Well, thank you for the extra information. A little more pieces to put in my puzzle. You know?
I don't remember either too much. Some of
okay.
them, little things you don't remember.
Yeah.
Any questions? Question?
Did you have friends in Auschwitz that helped you survive, and how did that work?
By Schindler, I have friends my age. We share whatever we have. We talk, we cry together. This gives us a little hope. We was like sisters, holding each other, guiding each other. Yes, I did.
And were you aware that Schindler was trying to save people, or because he had to pretend to be working for the Germans, but he was trying to save people? So were you aware that that was happening at the time?
I can't remember. I really can't remember. I only know that it took I can remember, or I remember. In this situation, you cannot remember nothing anymore.
You're just trying to survive.
You was just thinking to survive, and when you survive, you tell the world how they treat you, and they take away the families. It's the worst thing what can happen to take away the families. It cannot be worse. To be by yourself when you are 14 years old, take away the family. The mind goes out of you. You don't shake. You shake.
Did you ever go back as an adult?
Yes, I did. I went back because I was writing a book. I went back there. You see, I have to think of saying something now, where I am. I have 2 homes. One here in Escondido and one in Flagstaff, Arizona. And I was writing there in the university, she said, I have an institute. And I went back with a professor, Mr. Professor, on the NAU. And I went back with a doctor. He wants to keep an eye on me because I go back to sleep. So I did go back, and I was writing the book.
Now that
thank you for being here and telling us your story. Now that we've all heard your story and you've read other stories, what should we do? What do you encourage us as people to do and as the teenagers to do with the history, with the knowledge?
I know what I'm talking, the teenage students gonna not forget. I know they're gonna keep them for the whole life. Because the history, the schools, every school has to go through the World War II, history of World War I, World War II. World War II is Hitler. The whole world, not only the United States, the whole world heard about Hitler, about the Nazis. These teenagers gonna have the education they're never gonna forget. It can happen. It should never happen again. It can happen. They say never again. But it should never happen again. We have to teach the children about freedom. That every child, every person has to be respected, for it doesn't matter because of the religion. We all are God's children. We all have to live in peace, not in hate. And the children, they're gonna remember this. It's not only this one, it's bullying. They have to know that's bullying. They are themselves. Maybe they're handicapped or something. Some children, they are bullying because they're handicapped or something. They have to know that God has given them the freedom. They should respect the sick people, the handicapped people, not to bullying, not to hurt the people's mind. And from bullying, because the person goes up and he has remembered that he was bullying for nothing. He cannot help. Any other question for me? Can I keep on?
How long did you have to wait in the oven for the Nazis to stop searching for you?
I had to be in the oven how long he stays in the house, and then I climb up from the oven. My brother had made on the oven, because the oven was high, something for me to breathe. He put injection seed. He put on some plants on the top of it. You know, that was the plants. So they don't see that somebody is in the oven. My brother was a very, very smart person.
So in your picture here, you said your husband found it on the internet just a few years ago, and you saw yourself in the picture. Can you tell us about what's happening in that picture? Right there. Are you going to Auschwitz right there,
Yes,
or are you in Auschwitz?
I was going, no, this is not Auschwitz. When I came to Auschwitz, they told us to stay, and then they separated. Who should go to the oven, and a few people take them out to go to work. So this is the picture. You see the people staying with their little babies, and so this is separate, just the night before the separation.
So all the other people who didn't come out to the work camps with you, they were all sent to the ovens, or to be killed in that picture.
Miracles. Who else wants to say something? Okay.
How long was the train ride to Auschwitz? Like how long were you on the train?
15 miles was Auschwitz from my town. 15 miles. It was only 2 minutes. You have a good question.
I was going to ask, how many languages do you speak? I guess this isn't related to the other topic, but...
Oh, how many languages do I speak? Let's see. A little bit English. Polish, Russian, German. So if you speak Slavish, you understand different countries. Ich Jews.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Ja, ich spreche Deutsch. Ich spreche Deutsch. Schade.
Where is your husband from, and what brought you to the United States?
Oh, what brought me to the United States? I have to think about it. My husband is born here in the United States. I met him here. What brought me to the United States? It's for time that I should have freedom. It wasn't easy, but finally it was my time, because we had to wait a little to come to the United States. And I appreciate the United States very much, because I have the freedom here. So that's it.
What year did you come to the United States?
How old were you when you came to the United States?
I must be early 20s, 19. I was in Nuremberg. You heard about Nuremberg? I was after the war. They sent us to Nuremberg to be witnesses for the Nazis. So I was in American camp living, and after this we came to the United States.
When you went to America, did you go through like Ellis Island?
That's right. I went there. Yeah, oh yeah, everybody was You don't have another choice. I see that you are very interested. You are, yeah, you. You ask questions and you are very interested in the history. When you grow up, what you want to be, I mean, not now, but later on, what you want to be.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. I don't blame you. Any other question I have it.
How long did it take for you to be willing to open up and share your story? Like, did it take some time for you to heal a little bit inside?
It took me a few years to shut down and bring me to have a clear mind to remember everything. My book is not only me. My book is my whole family, how they survive. So everybody has to be, some of them could stay, some of them cannot stay. So this is my book. My book is only my whole family. It's plenty how one family survived in the Netherlands, the Holocaust. A big family, because no family survived by the Nazis. Separate.
You celebrate, I just
Just a second.
Funny back here.
Do you belong to a synagogue currently? And if you do, what kind of synagogue?
I don't know, conservative, modern Orthodox.
Okay. Well, I am in the modern synagogue. Because I cannot be too much with the Orthodox. I was an Orthodox when I was young. I couldn't turn on the lights. I couldn't make you Jewish. You know, many years ago in Poland, we have very Orthodox people. We was Orthodox. But to go through the Holocaust, then we said, God, where are you? Why is all the rabbis cleaning the street? I said, God, help us. So what would you say? I cannot say anything, but we survived. We did not change the religion. We still are Jewish people because Hitler wanted to kill all the Jews to show that some people, some Jewish people, it's very hard to say. So I'm still Orthodox. We daven and to go to the synagogue because I live two places. My sister lives in Bernardo. She is the synagogue. My sister, but here I live here. I'm too busy, but I got the Yud side or Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. Did you say that you want something?
No, I was wondering where your sister lived, but you said she's here in Rancho Bernardo, your younger sister?
Yeah, she lives here.
Oh, yeah.
Rancho Bernardo. The first thing I couldn't remember the name. Then
I'm gonna backtrack, maybe you already said it, but going back to you hiding, I wondered why you were the only one in your family that had to hide. Why didn't all of them, weren't you all Jews?
my family was hiding
They all were.
after. And I was in concentration camp.
Oh, but when they came for you when you were in the fireplace,
when I was in the firefighters because they was looking for me.
But why were they just looking for you? And
Because they looked for the age. I was going now 14 years old. So I was not interested in that. Because I knew they were going to get, after the hiding, it was cleaning up all the Jews.
Okay.
No Jew, then they start to hide. The Jewish people start to hide in the attic, the bunkers. That was when it was cleaning up all the Jews, not even one Jew in there. They went house to house, door to door, not open. I remember, but I was not there, what my father said. They was hiding in the attic. They hear some knocking, closing the doors from the houses, so the people cannot get out. It's the hammers. I went, my father went down and he said, yes, I have here my whole family. Just leave and go, Father. They did.
Did you move back away from the fighting when it got closer?
When I was hiding in the oven.
But like when you were in my concentration camp,
I wasn't hiding when I was in concentration camp. I was working there.
Yeah, but did they move you back to farther away from where the fighting is?
They took us back. We were separate. The concentration camp was separate from other camps.
I think he means when did the war come to where you were working? In some concentration camps they had to move people as the Russians came in, the Soviets.
From the camp.
Right. Did the fighting come close to where you were?
Yes, we didn't. We didn't. That was a surprise. The war was over. The Russian came, and they said it wasn't the camp. We didn't hide in the camp. The Russian came and they said to us, "You can go. The war is over now.
Wow.
No more Nazis. You can go and go out." I remember I went out. I was scared to death, but I took a chance because the Nazis they tricked us. But I took a chance. Out. Another person went out, and I went out, and then I was running. When I was running, I was screaming, I was laughing, I was crying until I settled down. Then I said to myself, you don't have where to go. Where you running? You are in the uniform. You can go. You go back to concentration camp. That was this one. Did you want to?
Good.
One more question. I met another concentration camp survivor who had a number on his arm that had been given to him. Do you have one?
I was there in Auschwitz just a few days because to go to work. So they didn't give me any, but they did give me a tattoo. That's what they did in the other camps too. So in Auschwitz, when she are there, working there, they give you the number.
When the
I should miss you.
when the troops came to liberate at the end of the war, was it a mixture of Russian and American troops, or was it the Russians that came and liberated that one camp?
The Russians, they came, liberate the camp. Russian came, liberate Auschwitz, liberate this camp too. Not because it was zone. It was American zone, French, England, and they all have different sections. My section, the Russians, Auschwitz, the Russians, they liberated. Another section, they have quarters.
Right, yeah.
To liberate.
A lot of, it's interesting, a lot of people forget that Russia was one of our allies to help us in the war.
Because they changed.
Yeah, well, yes. Then it changed, of course. But during that time, they were helping.
At the time, they want to get rid of the Nazis, of the Germans. Because the Germans, they was going, they took over Europe. The whole Europe was almost over by the Germans. They had in France, they started to bomb England. They want to go to England. They had the eyes on the United States to come to the United States. In other words, they was like cancer, go, farther, farther, farther. So they make up the mind, we're all gonna get together and make an end of that.
Another question, Poland, was Poland the very first country that Nazis started going to?
I think it was Czechoslovakia. First they took out Czechoslovakia, then go to Poland.
We are so grateful that you came to talk to us.
It was peace and love. Peace and love. This is love, is brightness. I like flowers.
Her whole yard, front and back, are filled with flowers everywhere. Lots of flowers.
Lots of flowers.
And don't forget that she has several books. Yeah.